in today's video.
Put his finger in his eye, dirtiest fighter in MMA.
From shocking finishes to heartbreaking moments.
Alhamdulillah.
Chocolate, Peppa Pig, everything will have wrestle. Let's go, show me have wrestle. I'm ready, I'm here.
Don't move on. The chairs are coming, right?
This event had everything. The main story, of course, is Tom Aspinall, who's been transported to the hospital after suffering a brutal eye poke in his fight against Ciryl Gane. Fans were expecting fireworks, maybe even a first-round finish, but instead, we got total chaos. Let's dive into what really happened, how the MMA world reacted, and what's next for the heavyweight division. After months of hype, anticipation, and trash talk, Tom Aspinall and Ciryl Gane finally stepped into the octagon at UFC 321 in Abu Dhabi, and within minutes, millions of fans were left stunned. What was supposed to be a war between two of the most dangerous heavyweights in the game turned into one of the most disappointing endings in recent memory. The British heavyweight walked into the octagon carrying massive expectations. Fans believed this would be his moment, the night he'd prove he's the real king of the division after Jon Jones's sudden retirement. Many expected Aspinall to finish Ciryl Gane in the opening minutes, just like Jones did. Before the fight started, Khabib gave Tom a few important pieces of advice.
Focus, sometimes you use boxing separate, wrestling separate, everything. When you use everything together, wrestling, pressure, boxing, everything, because you don't have this ability. He's striker, he move, he have good football, legs, touch, you know. But when you use your hand, boxing and take down the pressure, it's gonna be much better.
Make him think about it.
Yeah, make him think about it because he's gonna wait your takedown. Sometimes when you set up your punches, you can show him your.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
From the very start, Aspinall marched forward, throwing heavy hands and looking to pressure Gane early. His strikes landed, and for a moment, it seemed like the hype was real. But Gane, as always, worked comfortably from distance, using his jab and movement to frustrate the Brit. Aspinall even tried to take it to the ground with a takedown, but Gane shut it down right away. Midway through the round, the momentum started to shift. Gane was finding his rhythm, connecting with clean shots and making Aspinall hesitate. The champion's nose was bleeding, and though he stayed composed, the Frenchman's precision began to show. And then it happened. In the final moments of the round, Gane accidentally poked Aspinall in both eyes, and the fight had to stop. Tom stepped back instantly, blinking and trying to clear his vision, but it was clear something was wrong. Aspinall couldn't see well enough to continue, so the doctors came into the octagon right away. Referee Jason Herzog called it a no contest, and just like that, the heavyweight division was thrown into total chaos. The MMA world exploded. Fans were devastated. Some blamed Gane, others accused Aspinall of overreacting, but most just couldn't believe what they had seen.
Guys, I just fucking poked knuckle deep in the eyeball. What the fuck? Why are you booing? What am I supposed to do about it? I didn't do fucking poke. I can't see.
Within minutes, comparisons to Jon Jones started flooding social media. Fans wrote that Jones would have destroyed Aspinall easily. Memes, jokes, and frustration filled the internet. One user posted a photo of Aspinall squinting in pain, writing, "Bro got smoked first round and took the easy dip out." Others questioned Aspinall's toughness. One comment read, "Sounds like pre-fight jitters got him panicking before a big moment." Another user said, "Never want to hear the Tom beats Jones narrative again." Some accused the Brit of exaggerating the injury, claiming he wanted an easy way out once the round turned against him. Another fan reminded everyone of Daniel Cormier, recalling how he once fought with one eye, writing, "One went to the hospital, one fought the best of all time with one eye, bring back old school heavyweights." Meanwhile, another fan mentioned Michael Bisping, pointing out that he literally fought his entire career with one eye, proving that fighters from the old days were just built different. But not everyone piled on. Bilal Muhammad defended Tom, calling out Gane directly. "You can't be mad. You clearly poked him. Learn to keep your hands closed." Fighters like Derek Brunson and Arnold Allen also chimed in, calling the situation rough and unlucky, with Brunson even suggesting the heavyweight division might be cursed. But Alex Pereira wasted no time stirring the pot. Using a few clever emojis on Instagram, he wrote, "Let's make the heavyweight division great again."
E aí, Potan? Acontece.
Just a few hours later, Jon Jones fired back on X, accepting the idea with some respect. Alex, I'd be down to bring the highest skill level to the White House. I appreciate the respect you showed. Let's dance, Jones wrote. Not long after that, Jones decided to have a little fun and changed his profile picture to a duck wearing an eye patch, clearly taking a jab at Tom Aspinall. Daniel Cormier said he ran into Tom Aspinall backstage after the fight and noticed that Tom still had bandages over his left eye.
I saw Tom Aspinall. His right eye is covered in a bandage because he cannot open it still. We're 20 minutes past the fight ending. And what's crazy about that is his other eye was the one where his hand went knuckle deep. The right side was scraped down more. The left side was the one that went knuckle deep and really would have been hard to deal with if not for the pain he was seeing on the other side. Tom was very upset that people were booing. And then people saw the replay and were like, wait a minute, maybe we should be booing the other guy. Then they booed Ciryl Gane.
Being poked in the eye is illegal, Brendan, but to fight with one eye is very common. The opponent's trying to hit your eye. He's trying to bust up and make your nose bleed. So that part of it does have question for guys like Anthony and I. We're trying to be polite. We're trying to show grace. But in all fairness, if you're the heavyweight champion of the world, you got to fight with one eye.
Obviously, the accident foul was an accident, right? But the way he had his hands on Tom Aspinall's face is the correct technique to do. It just wasn't his hands, right? If you go back and watch Jon Jones, he's a great eye poker, but if you go back and watch the greats who do body kick, if you go back and watch my fights, when I throw body kicks or I throw leg kicks, my hands are here, they're open. So once again, you're never going to fix eye pokes in mixed martial arts unless you put us in gloves that are like in actual like boxing gloves.
The UFC boss was also disappointed, but Dana defended Ciryl Gane, reminding everyone that the Frenchman wasn't getting enough credit coming into the fight.
Give us your reaction to the eye poke and how it went out.
I mean, I feel the way everybody feels. Great showing, the ending, you know. I think that after the Jones fight, a lot of people wrote Ciryl Gane off. He looked damn good tonight.
Yeah, what did you think about the fight on its way to the eye poke? What did you take from those 4 minutes?
Good. Looked like we were in for a few rounds and it was going to be a good fight.
It would seem obvious that a rematch is right on the cards. Would you like to just rebook these guys as soon as Tom is able to get back in there?
Yeah, total pain in the ass, but yes.
Later, Ciryl Gane himself spoke to the media, clearly frustrated by how things turned out.
Je suis un peu déçu de l'issue du combat, forcément, pour plusieurs choses, par rapport à tout ce qu'on a pu mettre en œuvre, par rapport à tous les engagements, par rapport aussi à la physionomie du combat, par rapport au futur. C'est vraiment pas très satisfaisant comme issue. Donc non, maintenant, le futur, moi je le connais pas encore, c'est mon manager. Je fais confiance à mon manager, à ma team et à l'UFC. C'est eux qui discutent entre eux. Moi, je suis juste un combattant.
Because sometimes you use boxing separate, wrestling separate, everything. When you use everything together, wrestling, pressure, boxing, everything, because we don't have this ability. He's striker, he move, he have good football, legs, touch, you know. But when you use your hand boxing and take down like pressure, you're gonna be much better. Make him think about it. Yeah. Make him think about it because he's gonna wait your takedown. Sometimes when you set up your punches, you can show him you're going for, because his mind is thinking last half field about it. You show him his focus, you know, just too far.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much.
Now, the only thing fans are asking for is clarity. Will the UFC rebook the fight? Can Tom Aspinall prove himself in a rematch? Or will Jon Jones or Alex Pereira step in and steal the spotlight altogether? One thing's for sure, the heavyweight division has become a powder keg, and UFC 321 might just be remembered as the night that blew everything wide open. And while all eyes were on the chaos surrounding Aspinall and Gane, the rest of the UFC 321 card delivered pure violence and drama. In the prelims, Brazil's Walter Walker shocked fans by submitting England's Louis Sutherland with a nasty heel hook in the first round. Then, in the light heavyweight division, unbeaten Russian contender Azmat Murzakanov delivered one of the most brutal knockouts of the night, finishing Austria's Alexander Rakic with a devastating first-round strike. Over in the co-main event, Alexander Volkov edged out Brazil's Jailton Almeida in a hard-fought war, winning by split decision in a battle of technique and endurance. Sam Salkild also delivered what many are calling one of the most powerful head kicks in UFC history, knocking out Nasrat Haqparast before he even hit the canvas. And to top it off, Mackenzie Dern became the new UFC Women's Strawweight Champion, defeating Virna Jandiroba for the vacant title, closing out one of the wildest and most unpredictable cards of the year. All eyes were also on Umar Nurmagomedov, who stepped into the octagon for the first time since his tough loss to Merab Dvalishvili. The UFC gave him no easy comeback. His opponent, Mario Bautista, came in on an 8-fight win streak. This was a big test for Umar, both physically and mentally. He had never experienced a loss before, and neither had Khabib during his career. But like Islam Makhachev, Umar had to prove he could bounce back. He entered the fight as a huge favorite, and fans expected nothing less than dominance.
I didn't hear you.
It's question it's possible to this fight contender, me and Mario.
Could this fight be the contender fight?
Yes.
Go out there and make it. Go out there and put on a show on Saturday that makes people go, damn, one of these guys should be fighting for the title next.
Okay, we're gonna do it.
Deal.
Right from the start, Umar went to his strength, wrestling. He scored a takedown just 8 seconds into the fight, followed by a powerful slam that brought the crowd to life. There was a scary moment when Bautista almost caught him in a heel hook, inspired by Walter Walker's earlier finish, but Umar stayed calm and escaped. Bautista dropped Umar with a knee in the second round, but the Dagestani recovered fast and took control again. By the final round, Umar kept pushing forward, landing takedowns and controlling every exchange. The judges all scored it 30-27 for Umar. Khabib got so hyped after his cousin's victory that he nearly picked Daniel Cormier up and tossed him out of the octagon.
Alhamdulillah. Очень долгий кембо. Очень долгий. Hard. It was tough. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Good.
Hasbulla, you tell him.
You don't watch my eyes, coach.
Watch his eyes.
Because I feel bad.
No. Hasbulla, you look eyes. Look. Eyes. Him. Yes. Show him. Show him. Show him. Yes, Hasbulla. You win. Harasho, you win. He beat you, Habib. Take defeat. Your first defeat to Hasbulla. Good job, Hasbulla.
Ali say I need the haircut. Что его стрижка стоит с выездом $200. Ali, please don't move, brother. Why not? Brother, I can do for you. I have machine, brother, new machine, I can do for you. You don't have to cut all your head. Here, no, nothing. Just half. Ali? Brother, you have half price, brother, eh? You have to make 50% because we don't have all. Huh? Yes? Wow, what is this, man? I see first time, brother. What is this? Brother, very good here. Even, brother, if mosquito sit, she gonna flip. Brother, clean mustache, please, brother. Brother, in the nose, inside has something.
Can I take a photo too, bro? Yeah. How was everything? Very good, bro. Everything good.
Он мечтает с тобой сфоткаться, можно, брат?
Heavyweights, they don't play, they don't do it.
They don't have the mobility. It's boogie, bro. It's boogie. The takedown, you have the takedown. They don't like fight to do every time, bro. It's our secret, bro. Your wrestling.
Huh? Just no answer не знаком.
But if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks in advance.